Hey guys, and welcome to Terraforming Mars with me, Time and Tactics. This is the PC version I'm playing here of the very well-known board game Terraforming Mars. There is a mobile version as well, and it's the same game. It is all an exact replica of the actual board game. Well, exact replica. It is following the game exactly, obviously with the visuals a little bit different here, but the game is excellent. I played the actual board game last night. It's so much fun. I went straight to Amazon and ordered one of the expansions, the Prelude expansion, which everybody says it's a great expansion. But here's the actual PC game that I thought we'd play. I've played the game twice, the board game, and I played a couple times here, but I'm definitely not an expert at it, but we'll see how I do. You can play online against other people. You can do a solo challenge with no AI, nothing, just you against certain rules. Or you can do local. Local is against AI. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to play with corporate era rules. Let's not go into details about that. We're going to talk about that as we play the game. We're going to use the draft variant. It has to do with how the game starts or how you play the game. Anyway, we'll go ahead and pick our opponents. I'm going to go with 3 hard AIs. That's going to be more than a challenge for me, I'm sure. Okay, let's go ahead and create the game. So there's Mars. We are a corporation on Earth, I guess, or a human corporation that is trying to make Mars habitable for people to come later. This is just the first step to get it habitable, and to do that, we need to increase the oxygen level, the temperature, and get enough water on Mars. And we're going to do that by using our special powers that we have as the corporation. We have 3 options. We can play as the beginner corporation, nothing special. We get some money, mega credits. We get 10 cards, buildings, or things we can do on Mars. I'm not going to play as one of those, the beginner corporation. I'm going to play as one of the custom corporations. We have 2 to choose from a variety of them. There's plenty of them out there, but the game dealt me 2. I can pick one, either Saturn Systems or PhoboLog here. Let's see what they're about. Saturn Systems, having acquired the mining rights on several of Saturn's moons, Saturn Systems gained plenty of experience over the years. As a supplier of rare metals, spaceships, and fuel, the company has made itself indispensable to the outer planets. Saturn Systems is now ready to play a key role in the terraforming on Mars. Okay, so what are they all about? Well, they start out with 42 mega credits and 1 production in titanium. Titanium is useful. It might reduce your cost for putting down buildings and constructions. And then, every time we play or we take an action that is a Jovian action, we gain 1 extra in our mega credit production, which is a really good thing. Now, to know if you're playing something that has to do with Jovian, it has to be a Jovian tag, and you can see one up here. So whenever you see one of those tags and we play a card that deals with that, we gain an extra. We bump up our mega credits production. We start out with 0, so that's pretty good. PhoboLog, though, what are they about? Aiming to be the leader in space solutions for the Mars era, PhoboLog acquired several national space programs. This allowed them access to pre-existing infrastructure and technology, and they're not going to let that advantage be wasted. So they start with 23 money. They have mega credits. That's not very much at all, but they get 10 titanium. That's a lot. Their effect is that our titanium resources are worth 1 mega credit more. What they're talking about here is that when you have titanium and you decide to build something, normally you pay mega credits. If it's a special titanium building that uses titanium, normally each titanium you have will give you a discount on how much you have to pay by 3 mega credits. In our case, it will be 4. So getting the PhoboLog means we should really try to build up our titanium production so we can get even more discounts. And then make sure we place buildings and constructions that uses titanium. And there's a special tag for that this tag here. And any card with this tag, good for us, if we can get enough titanium out there. We start out with 10 though. So that's huge, actually, because that would be equivalent to 30 mega credits. Remember, 3 for each, but in our case, 40 credits. So if we can only find cards that deal with titanium, let's go ahead and select them. We can come back here and reselect if you want to. If we pick Beginner Corporation, we get 10 cards for free, and we get to go right away. If you play one of these two, we get to choose from 10 cards, but each card we want to keep will cost us 3 money. So we got to be very careful if we want to play PhoboLog. Maybe this one is better. If we see Jovian tags, then maybe Saturn systems are better. Let's see. Here are the five of the 10 cards that we can choose from, and we can pick any number of them, but remember, each one will cost us 3 mega credits. First of all, do we have Jovian tags? Remember that little symbol for a planet? Nothing here. Nothing. But we might get some throughout the game, but nothing for now. Now, we also have our PhoboLog Corporation. Remember, they give us more benefit from titanium. And titanium, to use titanium, requires that there's a tag. These are tags up here. No titanium tag there. Oh, here's one. Large convoy. Another one. No, 2 of them here. These are red cards. That means they are one-time use. No special effect after they're done. But we could use our 10 titanium to basically, 10 would be 30, 40. We can use this one for free. We can use this one immediately if we wanted to. Very expensive card. If you look at this one here, large convoy. At the end of the game, we get 2 victory points. That's good. We get 2 cards right away, free. Remember, we buy them now for 3. We get to place 1 ocean and 5 plants. We get 5 plants, or we can add 4 animals to another card. Plants are good as well. You know what? I haven't shown you everything, obviously, so you don't know maybe how everything works. But I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to go for this PhoboLog, right? Start with 10. We're going to take this one here, I think. That means we can get 2 free cards, and then we get put down an ocean. That's good. I'm going to select that one. 3 in mega credits. So if I'm done now, it would be, I would have 20 left. But we're not going to stop yet. We're going to get a few more cards, I think, right? Ice Asteroid. Put down 2 oceans. That's very good. Whenever you put an ocean down, you increase terraform rating, and that's this number here. We have 20 right now. Each point of terraform rating is a victory point. And at the end of each generation, they call them, each round, we gain mega credits equal to our terraform rating. So that's very good. That's 23. I could do that. If I take those 2. I would have enough money, would I? This here is 40 plus 63. So let's say I take these 2. So 63 minus 6 here, 57. And how much do I spend for those 2 cards? 59. I can't place both the same turn. Otherwise, I could do that, right? You see what I'm saying there? But we can keep it for now. That's tempting to do. Well, there's a lot of other cards we can do here. Here's one, Underground City. Reduce our power production, which is here. We don't have any. That's this number here. You see that brown background? Yeah, right here. But we increase our steel production. Steel is kind of like titanium, but instead of giving us a 4 credit reduction, it gives us 2. For every symbol that has this, for every card that has this tag over here. So it all depends, you know. Here's a pretty good one. This one here is Lightning Harvest. It gives us 1 victory point at the end of the game. And when we place this card, if we pay 8, we get 1 power production here and 1 mega credit production increase. But we need to have at least 3 science tags already. Right now we have 1 tag, we have 1 card, our corporation here. A space tag. We need to have 3 science tags. So that's these here. That tag there. So if I take those 2, we said to take these 2, right? Right. I don't want to spend too much money. But I want to be able to do something. These are pretty inexpensive. See that here? Power tag. This one is pretty interesting. Look at this one here. Needs to be a minimum of 6% oxygen, so that's pretty far into the future, but only costs us 4. We reduce our victory point by 1, but we increase our power production, and we can reduce somebody else's plant production by 1. We cut down their force, basically, right? That's tempting. But it's in the future. I don't want to spend money now. I have to make sure. I want to spend on stuff I can use. And you can see here, my heat production goes down. I don't have heat production, so I couldn't use it right away. You can't do this card if you don't have it. And this one, It needs to have this oxygen level of 6 at least. This one here, you need to reduce your heat production. This one I can do, but we need to have 3 science tags. 1, 2. Could do that one. Industrial Center only costs 4. Gives us a new action. Blue cards give you an action to do every turn if you want, or every generation. For 7 money, mega credits, I get 1 extra increase in my steel production. Remember, steel production is one of those things that reduces your cost. Just like titanium. Underground City, can't use that yet. Those two I kind of want. Protected habitats. Okay, that means if I have plants, animals, or microbes, they can't be removed by the opponents. And then we have Mars University. When you play a science tag, meaning a card that has a science tag, like this one, you may discard a card from your hand and draw another. You don't like your card? Get another one. But you know what? Let's just go with the 2 that we have. Yes. And hopefully I can explain enough of the game. So this first episode will be me explaining quite a few things. Right now we're looking at Tharsis Republic, taking their turn. And I'll tell you how it works once we get down here. But we're at the last one to take our turn, PhoboLog here. You can see on the right the 3 different criteria that has to be fulfilled. Here's what they're playing. We'll look at that in a minute. They have already worked on getting the oxygen level up to level to 1%. And the temperature is minus 30. There are no lakes or oceans on the planet yet. They placed a city over here, it looks like. Right there. And there's a greenery tile over there. But for every greenery tile you put down, you get 1 victory point at the end of the game. And any city you have gains 1 victory point for every greenery around it, even if it's not yours. So if there's 2 more greeneries here, that city is going to be getting 3 victory points at the end of the game. And then we have the oceans. When you put down a greenery next to an ocean, you gain 2 victory points. 2 mega credits right away. Anyway, here we are. So generation 1, it's round 1. And in round 1, we have our turn. We can take 2 actions in that turn. If we take none, and we say pass, we're done for this whole generation. If we take at least 1, then it goes back to purple. He does more and more until we pass. All of us has passed. So, let's see. We have 2 cards. 17 money, but we have 10. 10 titanium. So our 17 now. I can't place both of them. I could do this one. 2 victory points at the end of the game. Here I get 2 free cards. I might want to do this one. We might get a card we can do something with. Let's do that. Let's do this one here. We're going to spend 9 of our titanium. So we don't use any of our money. And we have 1 titanium left. Right. And here we can see what we gained. Victory points 2. We gained 2 cards. And to double check what we did, we can just go to... oh, wait. Now we have to select the lake that we got. Remember we got an ocean? And the way that works is there has to be it's very specific. There's one lake or one ocean over here somebody placed. They can only be placed on certain tiles. There's these here you can see. Now, if you look around, there are these symbols. That's a steel symbol. That's a card, plants, and titanium down here. If we place it here, we gain the 2 titanium. I like titanium a lot. Remember, we have that bonus of getting 4 per titanium. Let's go and get that one. So now we have 3 again. Good. And we gained 1 in terraform rating. Every time you place down an ocean, you gain 1. So there's that card, right? And do we want... That's the card we're playing. Do we want animals or do we want plants? Well, we can't use animals. We need to have special cards for that. We'll go for plants. Plants will give us an option later on to get greenery. That was our first action. Now we have 3 cards. Remember, we gained 2. We have 17 money on hand and 3. Let's see if we gained something we can use. There's that one we picked before. We have 3. 3 times 4, 12. We can actually put down that ice asteroid now. Or a water-splitting plant. If there's at least 2 oceans on the map, there was 1 already, we put 1 down, we can place this one. And then for every 3 power we put on here, we gain the oxygen level goes up 1. That increases our terraform rating, gives us victory points, and also more mega credits every turn. But I'm not going to do that because I don't make anything right now. Instead, let's do the ice asteroid for 23. How do we get there? Well, we're using 2 and spend 15 money. No, I think I'm going to use 3. Yeah, we spend 11. And we get to place 2 ocean tiles. Where do we place it? So now we're at 21, right? Here we're getting card. We gain 2 steel. Steel is equivalent to 2 money each if you have a steel card, a card with a steel tag. And that's 4 then, reduction. That is tempting to do that. We can also get these here. These are plants. If you have 23 money, you can place a greenery tile. That gives you victory points right away. Or if you have at least 8 plants here on hand, you can also place a greenery tile. So if I place the 2 lakes, maybe here and here, then what we can do is we get 9. We can then place a greenery tile next to those. Yeah, let's do that. Let's place one here. Wait, I should have put one here. We put it there. Yeah, okay. Should put it there, I think. These 2, maybe. But that's our second action. So now we're going to end our turn. Doesn't mean we're done with this generation. Just means it goes back to the top and purple gets to go again. We have an option now to use 8 of these and put down a greenery tile. If you put it down next to, we can put it right here. Then we get 2 mega credits from each adjacent lake. Somebody else can do it too, though. So, and once you put it down, you own that greenery tile, and then somebody else. Then you have to build from there. You can't just build anywhere on Mars. You have to keep going from where you started. Well, we put down 2. I want this one though. Somebody else might put it down now. Red player's turn now. Okay. And I'll show you the log here. Hopefully I can remember to tell you what you need to know to understand the game. But as we go, I'll show it to you. So, okay, we're on generation 1 still. It's red, taking 2 actions. Nobody has passed yet. So, okay, here's our turn. 23 now because we placed 3 lakes. We can place this one. I think I'm going to do that. We have 8 money and nothing else here that we can reduce the cost by. 8, 9, almost can do this one. Although we don't have any power to reduce. That's fine. Let's go ahead and place this one, this greenery tile. I want to place it here. Because that gives me 4 mega credits. You can see it here next to it. 4 there, 2 for each ocean tile. And this will give me 1 victory point in the game. And we now, since we put down a greenery, oxygen went up here. And that means we gained 1 in terraform rating. And terraform rating is your victory points at the end of the game. Plus, every generation, when everybody has passed, you gain that much in your mega credits, plus what you're producing yourself. We're producing 0, so we get 24 plus 12, 36 on hand. We're going to pass. Everybody passed. Yeah, I can't do anything. If I could do something, it would show up here. Actions, special actions, or effects. Here's my effect. Remember that titanium gives me 4 instead of 3. We're going to pass, and now we're done with this first generation. So now we go to production phase, and I'll show you when it gets to me. Basically what we're doing is we are looking at the brown area, and that's going to be producing into our harvested plants, produced energy. That's what we can use. So now generation 2. And whoever was in last goes up to 3rd, and so forth, and we rotate up. So I'm in 3rd now. We will now draft 4 cards again, instead of, every turn, or every generation you do this. And we've seen this before, right? We saw that at the... did we see that at the beginning? No, we didn't see it at the beginning, did we? Well, anyway, this is where we get to pick... We get 4 cards in our hand, we pick 1, and then we pass it on to the next player, and we get their hand. Well, it goes around. And every time you take a card, and at the end you're going to have 4 cards. You pick which ones you want to buy from that hand. Each one will cost 3, like before. We have 36 right now. We got to be careful, though. Let's see here, though. Which one should we want to keep? Which one is the best one? We might want to buy it later. Big asteroid. Look at that. Titanium. But we don't make producing any titanium. If I can get that titanium going. Let's look at the standard projects. These are the projects you can do. Always. There's nothing about titanium here. We need to get that going, though. No, we don't have anything here either. Nope, nothing. Let's go back and see which way we want. I would pick this one, It's a good one. Getting temperature up twice, which means our terraform rating goes up. And we get 4 titanium, but we lose... No, not we. There's a red outline. Somebody will lose. We pick. We'll lose 4 plants. Basically, the asteroid hits their base or whatever. So, which one do we pick then? I don't really have much here. I have 2 plants on hand. Moss. If I use one of my plants, I can gain 1 production. That's actually pretty good. Needs to be 3 lakes on the planet. Yeah, there are 3 lakes. We'll take it. We'll keep that one. Okay, what's the second card we're going to have? This is the... Or choose from. Immigrant City. We don't have anything anymore here. That's right, I used everything. This one here uses steel. So if we have steel, we can reduce the cost. Immigrant City. Each time a city tile is placed, including this one, increase your mega credit production by 1 step. But we will lose 1 in power production. We don't have any. And 2 mega credits. Yeah, I don't think I want to pick this one. Media group. When we place an event card, any card that has this tag, we gain 3. We have to play it though, not somebody else. And then Mangrove. This one requires at least 4 degrees Celsius. I don't really like any of these, but which one would be bad for somebody else, maybe? Well, that's kind of hard to say, but maybe we'll take the media Immigrant City and keep that. I'm not going to buy it, but still. Here's our third card. At least 3 oceans here. Wave power. Ooh, I like this one. Inexpensive. And we get 1 production in power. Let's do that. Space Elevator. Gives us an action. Spend 1 steel to gain 5 mega credits. If we play it, we can increase our production by 1. But it's expensive, 27. I'm going to go with Wave Power. And now we got a 4th one, and we get to look at all 4. We got this one, Terraforming Ganymede. Raise your terraforming rating by 1 step for each Jovian tag you have, including this one. I guess that Jovian tag. We don't have any, right? So I don't want to keep this one. I want to take this wave power and the moss, I think. Let's do that. It's going to cost me 6. We're going to go down to 30. Still going to be okay, I think. Have 4 cards in hand. And now it's Yellow's turn. He does his turn here. So as you place the greenery tile, remember, they give you victory points at the end of the game. Right, now we have 0. Not counting the greenery, actually. This 0 here is only for special victory points. You count at the end of the game these things you have on the board as well. So they're separate from this here. Like some cards might have a victory point on them. They will show up here. Oh, we do have 2 here. 2 victory points there. Large convoy. Okay, so we had large convoy. That's right, we got that card. Right. So what do we do? We have 4 cards in hand, 30 money, okay. We have 3 tags. That might come in handy later, depending on what the cards are. What do we do? Water splitting plant. If we spend 3, later on, we spend 3 power. We can do it as many times as we want, but only 1 time per generation. We can increase oxygen by 1 level. So we want to increase power then in that case. Or we can do wave power. That's tempting, right? That's a good combo there. Or moss. I like moss because every turn we gain 1. Soil factory increases that as well. Remember, the plants gives you the option eventually to place a greenery. I think I told you that, right? When you get to 8, here, when you have 8 plant resources, you can then place that as a greenery tile. Don't know if I showed you that before. But anyway, what do we do? I think I'm going to place I have 30. I can do both of those if I wanted to. Or these. I can do all 3. Let's do this one here. Wave power. Gives me 1 victory point. That's 8. We're down to 22. I have 2 actions I can take. Right. So my second action, I'm going to take, I think, moss. Or I can do this one here, reduce it immediately, and gain another one. Soil factory. So if I want more... Yeah, I have 2 plants on hand, but I'm not producing anything. I think I need both of them. I want to focus on getting that, right? Our special power. Titanium. Right. I'm going to place the moss. I can only do 2 actions per turn, they call it here. No, 1 production there. That's good. So after every generation, I get that produced. I have to end my turn, but I get to come back. I get to do another one. I have 24 terraform ratings. That's pretty good. I started out pretty strong there, which was good because we didn't have very much money to begin with. It's Purple's turn. I've placed 1 greenery tile on the planet. You don't own the ocean, so once they're placed, you don't get anything more from them, except if you place something adjacent to them, like we did here. I can put 1 more here, 1 greenery. So if I can get this up here and put 1 there, possible. It's possible. Oh wait, I'm here. Yeah, I have 2. I need 8. I need 6 more. So red passed. Okay, my turn. I have more options. I can do soil factory. I think I want to do this one. Reduce my power. Increase this one by 1. Right. And I get 1 victory point at the end of the game. This is going to go up here to 4. There we go. So end of the game, we get 4. So now we're making 2. We need 8. So it's going to take a few turns to do that. Not good. Anyway, my second action, can't do it. That's 12. What can I do for standard projects? That's something we want to look at. I have 9. I can't do anything. There are also milestones. I don't think I showed you those. These are special things you can do that will give you an advantage at the end of the game. You get victory points. So if you hit a terraform rating of 35, you may want to spend 8 mega credits as an action to take that milestone, and then you get 5 victory points. And there's a couple different here. Mayor, number of 3 city tiles, and 3 greenery tiles for gardener, 8 building tiles for the builder, and 16 cards in my hand. Once I have that, I'm allowed to take the action here. I can't do it yet. I don't qualify. We have awards as well. They cost 8 to do the awards. The first one cost 8, second one 12, and then 20 for the third one. So if I pick this award, let's say I pick the Thermalist award. If at the end of the game, if I say activate this one for 8, then at the end of the game we check everybody. Whoever has the most will get the Thermalist award. You can only have 3 of these awards active, and only if somebody buys them, so to speak, to activate them. I'm not going to do that yet. Instead, let's go ahead and skip. End my turn, but I didn't pass, so I can still come back and do something, although I don't have anything I can do. Yellow player. We're making 24. I'm pretty happy with that. And this is hard AI, so against me, I'm not super good. Okay, that's me now. Everybody else passed. If I pass now, yeah, let's go ahead and pass. And then let's see what we get in production. We already know we're decent. He gets 1 there. 23, okay. Red gets 2 power. Minus 1 in mega credits, but 23 from terraform rating. And we get 2 plants, so now we have 3. That's it. And then 24 money, because our terraform rating. You get 1 production and 1 production there. And then 22 from terraform. And that's it for that. We're up to 5 in oxygen level and 28 degrees negative. And now we're going to be second to play. Important to remember. Here's our draft again. What do we do? I want to have more plants, I think, right? And we also want to get this titanium up, right? We have 4 cards to pick from here. Inexpensive. Increase our heat. Heat is good. We'll increase temperature eventually if you have 8 heat. This will give us... Noctis Farming will give us 2... minimum 20... Oh, it needs to be up here. Yeah, I was going to say 2 plants is good, but not great. This one here, Media Archives. Gain 1 mega credit for each event ever played by all players. Wow. Ever played. Even retroactive. Sponsors gives us more money. Increase your mega credit production by 2. That's actually good for us right now. We don't make that much. We don't have any titanium or steel to improve our situation. We'll pick that one. Second card, what do we get? Hired Raiders. Steel, for 1. Steel 2 steel or 3 mega credits. Inexpensive. But it cost me 3 to buy, right? Later, if I keep it now. This one gives me 3 mega credits, acquired company, and this one here, 1 victory point and 2 cards. That's kind of random. That is random, right? This one gives 3 mega credits. It's also good. 10 is good, but I can't pick both. This will reduce somebody else's. Steel or mega credits. That's 3 mega credits. This is a production, though, of 10, but it's almost nothing. We'll take it. And then our last thing we can pick, Sabotage. There's another one for 1. -3 titanium for any player, or 4 steel, or 7 mega credits. Ooh. I'm gonna take it. Let's keep that one. And now we can buy the cards. What do we buy? Which one do we actually want? We have 33. I'm gonna take those 2 for sure. We got a space station as well. Or sponsors. 9. We'll take it. Inexpensive, all of them. And then we're second to go. So now red is going. Action 2. He gained 1 in power production there. And now it's our turn. And this is a good place to stop, I think. I'll come back later when we'll play. We might just finish it up next time. So join me then with more from Terraforming Mars. Bye, guys.